Okay, we're back today. I'm gonna work on these cases now. Late start today. Too busy doing video work instead of doing work. Free videos are not free to me. Okay, this is our trap door. We think matches these cases, so I need to figure out what that's going to be. So these have been all cleaned up again. So before I put all new bearings and stuff in there and bushings and do a bunch of fitting, we need to get case bolts. So case bolts go into the threads down here. Go through these three holes here. This here takes a motor mount back here, some hardware for that. We got case through bolt up here, and then we got the other bolts from the other side also. We got two long bolts here, so one right here, one right here. Got thread into the case underneath here. With these threaded holes. So we got to come up with all these holes. Make sure your dowel pins are installed. So you got one there, and one in the front over here, which is missing. Good thing I looked. Oh, it's on this side. Okay, well, it's not supposed to be on that side, but okay. It's supposed to stay on that side, but that hole looks a little ovaled out or something, maybe. Who knows? Alright. This here was welded up, so it won't leak. That's your transfer valve between the two case halves, which makes no sense in the real world to anybody. So you weld it from this side. Real simple there. This side over here, if you weld up that pinhole and put a screw in it, and it doesn't plug it because it's a whole valve that goes up and down. So it's the 1/2 inch diameter is what you got to seal. You can put a bunch of JB weld on there, a bunch of other crap. But you know, all you got to do is just weld it from the other side. So that's what we do. We weld it over here to make sure your plug is in here. Probably wouldn't hurt to go in there and put a new seal in it, seeing that's been in there for 100 years. So we'll probably take that out and clean it. This is the bolt that comes through for your tensioner on the other side. That's the one that will hit the flywheel. This one here will not, because it bottoms out. This one here, if it's too long, will hit. But you see it has almost an inch of depth in there. So you got 3/4 inch of thread before you hit the flywheel. And yes, I have hit the flywheel before and taken the whole motor back apart because it can warp the crank. Watch one of my videos, you'll see it. Okay, this side over here. And with new bearings, new bushings, new case race, all got to be fitted. New bearings all through here, new race in here. It's a lot of work to be done on this side. But first, we got to make this trap door work. So I got these dowel pins I made years ago. They basically go in the hole here. See how it does not fit in that one? It does fit in that one. See, it's pretty tight, not a lot of movement. This one here goes over here. No case race. That ain't the right one. See how loose it is? That ain't the right one either. So this is the problem now. This is an oversized bearing race. Okay. Well, that's going to be an issue. So now we got to determine which size I cut that to. So we're going to have only one trap door alignment, it looks like. That's not going to be too good. This here lines off of this one here. So it gives you pretty good alignment, but it's not the same as having everything on there. Okay, we're going to have to play that one by ear, obviously. This goes in a trap door bearing, which I took out. What did I do with it? Somewhere. I was going to replace it anyway, that's why I took it out, but there it is. Do it over here. This one was full of beads. It felt good, but it was full of beads. And to get the cover off, the shield, I went up hitting the bearing pretty hard right here, which bent it slightly, and I don't trust it, so I'm going to leave it. Anyway, that centers off of that, see, on the trap door. Okay, so that I'll have to put back in. And then hopefully that'll be centered, eyeball it here to make sure it's centered around this area here. And I gotta find the oversized race. Okay, well, don't think that. That's hard to work. So, it came out of this box over here. It's been here for decades. And there's a race sitting right here. Hopefully this is the one that goes with the case. It's a 32 over. Feels like it's still in there. There's a bearing too that's solid. These are all tools I made for doing the job. There's a fancy tool for cutting out for the speedometer drive. Drill, drill, drill. It's one way of getting it out, and you have to hand grind it. That's the way you fix it without fancy tools. That goes right in there. Drill, 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 drill. Rotate, drill, drill, drill. Drill, drill, drill. Drill, drill, drill. Drill, drill, drill. And when you're done drilling, then you're going to hand grind it out until you can put a speedometer drive in there. Which is this piece right here. So right in there like that. So things can be done by hand. I made a bunch of tooling to actually do it correctly. That was several months of work to do that hole. This is one of the things I made. You see that'll be cut away to clear the speedometer boss over here. So that limits how far you can rotate it. But grind that out further, you can rotate a little bit back and forth. You have to go in one hole with a movement to do what you need to do. So, and no, I do not make these for you. Make your own. These are custom tools. Lots of custom tools. And this looks like a piece of material, but it is an actual tool. That's how you beat a trap door off without hurting anything. Allows you to push on the door coming through this hole, and you hit the trap door and knock it out when it hits on these two dowel pins right here. So that was my tool I made. Instead of using the wood handle like I have now, wood hammer handles are very common tools. Anyways, you're down in here. This is a broomstick here. That's a hammer handle down there. They work really good for things too. Instead of using a piece of Teflon or nylon, whatever this is, those are way cheaper. Alright, so unexpected change, that's why we check things. Okay, so that means this one here will not fit in that hole. It stock size. Alright, so I'm going to get a bunch of bolts, which are all in the drawers and stuff over there. Or we're going to do an Allen kit right here. I don't like Allens that much. Hate Allens actually. They're good for side covers, but not for cases. Not for much of anything else. Okay, so we're also going to get all the hardware for holding this motor mount in. So this has to be put in there also. So we're going to gather up a bunch of hardware here. Alright. You want to make sure you got really good deep engagement on your threads of the bolts, so you don't strip your case out. Very important. Okay, this here goes down to there. Those are those three studs, and you stop. You take your motor mount and put it in there. Hold it and drop it together. Like so. Suck it down. Okay, it's down. Now we need some hardware, some nuts, some washers, a bunch of crap. We need a place to lay this because it's heavy. You gotta make room. I'll lay it over here. Alright, over there. Like how you do that? I'll let you go find some hardware. More eBay crap. Here's the tool. I know it's in that box.